I'm getting into the future, and the way to get into the future is work with children, because life grows up and most of us are talking to adults, and by the time we convince adults that peace is a doable thing, the people you've convinced who are in charge are retired and they're out of business. If we would work with children today, we would have a different world tomorrow. So I said, okay, since I've been retired from the Office of Education, I'm supposed to die in another 10 years of a disease called sleep apnea. How can I do something worthwhile with my life before I die? So I said, okay, I know children are going to change the world whether they like it or not. How about giving them the decent information so that they can make the right kind of choices? So we started out originally with teachers while I was at the Office of Education, exchanging material on the future, using things like science fiction and NASA training material to give kids a good idea about what kind of careers they're going to have, because we as teachers tend to teach about the things we knew. I saw the Hindenburg, and I'm fixing that kind of time, aviation and such like that. But tomorrow, Dr. O'Neill with the space colonies and things, these are going to be where the new frontier. In fact, Dr. O'Neill and I started up the High Frontier, which is a concept of going out into space, building agricultural and television, big television nets so that we can communicate with the Earth. And
what are you doing with children today?
Directly with children is setting up clubs in schools like Future Farmers and Porridge that allow children to play and fantasize at careers in the future and go right into the careers by using NASA training material for astronauts and converting that back into learning how to read and write, because it's not enough to have the fantasy, you've got to have the tools. And 90% of our kids are missing the science and the math that they have to take in junior high school, so they're not able to compete in the hard sciences in college. We have a crisis now that only 50% of our kids have been going into science and engineering for the last 20 years, so that now we have a tremendous deficit. So the high technology corporations are hiring the teachers. So basically we're eating our seed corn because we know we've lost 50% of our science teachers.